All right, welcome back to lesson 10. We're going to be turning the hands down and matching the 3D scan store position, basically. Let's go ahead. And we are going to duplicate this guy just out of here. And then we can go ahead and turn off. Yeah, there we go. And let's go ahead and do transpose, do ghost off. And then we are going to come in here and we're just going to start to, let's go back to level 1. Go ahead and duplicate this just so we have an old copy. I'm going to put that in work. Let's go ahead and start masking some of these areas off. Do mask lasso. One thing I want to say too, if you guys don't already have this, you should get Ryan's tools. It has some really, really great tools. The one thing I really like about it is it has a tool to where I can get this mask to be here. And you can come down here to, let's see, where is it? It is, let's just add that to my interface too, but it is, yeah, Gizmo joint. And it puts it where I think the mask always should be. It's kind of like at the mask border. So then I don't have to do, any kind of guesswork. And then look at how beautiful and easy that was to rotate into the position to get how we wanted it to be. That a little bit. There we go. And then we can come down to, go ahead and mask again. If you tap on the mesh when you've made a mask, you can then, control and tapping on the out in the gray or the interface will switch it. I'm sure if you guys are doing this tutorial, you guys already know all this stuff though, but I'm just iterating it for anyone that might not. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that joint thing again. Go ahead and reverse our mask. And let's go ahead and move this a little bit more to where our elbow is. Go ahead and put that back into commission, and then we can rotate our arm. And just to check this to make sure that's on the elbow. Let's bring this up to level 6. We're going to bring it up to level 6 just so we know exactly where the elbow is. So let's go ahead and mask there. And then let's bring this down to 1 again. And we can tap that out. And then go back here to the gizmo thing. And then we can turn our ghost back on, turn solo mode back off, actually turn ghost off. And then that looks pretty reasonable for the bend. And this might be kind of an extreme pose. I think we'd probably leave ours a little bit more straight for when we're doing stuff for actual film. But this is a pretty good pose for rigging purposes. And then I'm going to come here and kind of about half the arm. And then I'm really going to kind of feather that back. And then we're going to do our gizmo thing again. And we are going to go ahead and let's go ahead and move this still. And you can kind of see what's going on here. Having that blur is helping us twist not only the arm, but like the muscles that would go along with that. So think about like the two bones that would be under here. And while that's, pretty drastic, we'll come back here and rotate it back in. Still puts us in the spot where we're pretty. And then come down. And then what we can do is we can come back in with our brush. I'm going to bring my draw size up again. And then how we were shifting before and letting go, you can see how it's keeping our geometry flow, right? But it's not really losing much of that volume. And then I'm going to use move a little bit, just here and there, just to give our arm the shape we want it a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and rotate him back a little bit just so that he's a little straighter up. Dustin's posture was kind of a little bit forward. So let's do... let's do it just a little bit. And then we can do our gizmo joint again. If you didn't have the gizmo joint thing, you could just move it on your own. But I really like this because it just puts it where I need it to be. And then let's lock that again. For our rigging purposes, I think that's a pretty good place to be. I mean, maybe it was pretty okay. Let's leave it there. Just going to check it out and see how it is. You know what? I think we're pretty good. So that's it for lesson 10. We'll be going over placing the eyes and the mouth and getting everything else in order for more of the rest of the accessories and stuff in the next one, at least for the body parts. And that's lesson 10. See you in lesson 11.